The Soils4Africa project collects soil samples in agricultural land across Africa. Sounds like a very simple task, but it's not. Tell us more, Sam.
Actually started the fieldwork proper in early 2022. So and since then, we have been moving from one country to the other, building the capacity of the local teams to conduct this survey. And in terms of the number of challenges, well, the challenges are enormous. Though we've tried to conquer some, and some still remain somehow insurmountable. We've had a case of going to the field with a four-wheel drive, and when you get there, you just find out that you cannot go again with your vehicle, and at a point you have to hire a bike. So you come down from the vehicle and now you're on your motorcycle, you drive, you get to some areas that it completely stops. You cannot move because of different reasons. It's either you have to do some walking, or in some cases the roads become, particularly during the wet season, in some area, particularly in DRC, the roads becomes very clay and with lots of water. So you cannot even ride the bike. So the people have to join hands again to carry the bike. So in other words, the bike is supposed to carry you, you are not carrying the bike. You are not carrying the bike. So there are also some cases that you have to carry the bike on a canoe because you have to cross to the other side, and you cannot move because the vehicle cannot. I mean, the motorcycle cannot pass through the river. So you have to employ the use of a canoe or a small ship to put the bike and the people. Then they transport it across the river. Then from there you are able to continue.
So 4 ways of transport for one cell.
Yeah, just to get to a particular point. And in Madagascar, the roads were terrible. That at the time, all of us, we had to push the vehicle because the vehicle got stuck and could not move again. Even with the four-wheel drive, we could not move, and everybody has to more or less, we literally carry the vehicle. And there were cases that we have to climb very high mountains because these are mountains that have been terraced. These are high hills that have been terraced, and they still do farming. Mm-hmm. We've also had cases where people were kidnapped, and where people were kidnapped because they thought these guys were digging gold. And so when they were kidnapped, they were asked, okay, the gold you have taken, where is it? Where are you going to sell it? No, this is not good. This is just agricultural soil samples. And you have to explain to the people what they are. We've had cases where the people were arrested and taken to the police because even though they sought for permission and the farm owner or the farmers has given the surveyors permission to sample the field, but on further inquiry, they were just arrested, and the community, particularly the king in that case, even claimed that they have entered a forbidden forest, an evil forest, and that it is required before you can enter this type of forest, you have to do some sacrifice about killing a big cow. And these people have just entered, Soils4Africa candidate have just entered into the field without killing any cow. No. So they are not going to release them until you purchase a cow for the community.
So the Soils4Africa project paid for the cow?
Eventually, we did not pay. So what we did is that we tried to use our network and connections to even speak to some of the high-ranking officers in the country. And we got the commissioner of police, and with the help of the commissioner of police, they wrote to them and told them about our mission. So those guys were actually released without payment. We've also had cases where they were driving and it was getting a bit late in the night, and some set of cows just ran across the road and against the vehicle. In fact, that the vehicle even was completely spoiled and had to kill one cow, and that you have to pay because the cow owner insisted that you have to pay for my cow. And there are also cases, particularly in Ghana, where more or less the whole community followed the surveyors to the field. So if you want to collect sample and you come for authorization, and you show a sample, you are taking good. So every community, all the youth in the community followed them to the field to actually see what is happening. And we also had some interesting cases, particularly in the place in Naivasha in Kenya. In one place, the wife gave us permission to actually sample the field. When the husband came, The husband was furious and more or less started fighting with the wife. Why will you give them access to my farm? And in the end, they sent us out. In that one, I was personally involved. We also get to another one. It was an elderly woman. After speaking to her and explaining our mission to her, she was impressed about the work. I said, no problem, and gave us access. Not only that, she even joined us in doing the sampling and made tea for all the field surveyors that were present, free of charge. So some people, our folks, have been very interesting. But in a nutshell, it has not really been an easy exercise. But however, we have also enjoyed seeing diverse landscapes and diverse animals like lemurs. We also saw lemurs a lot of lemurs on our fields in Madagascar, so which is a very unique animal and peculiar to Madagascar. So, and of course, a wide range of different soil types and the richness of the soils in Africa.